Alright guys, so here we go, an 80s tag time. And, well, there's not much really to say, but thank you to Star Wars Nut 77 and Gamester 81 and Nostalgiaholic, who is all the same man. Johnny, good job man. It's a good set of questions, but I'd like to edit it just the tiniest little bit if I could. I'd like to add a question as I pass it on to other people. I'd like to add... Well, we'll get to that in a second. Alright, let's just do the 5 questions first. Now, favourite 80s movie? When I first saw Electric Dreams, it was just a mind-blowing experience for me. Being the little computer nerd that I was back then, seeing a computer come to life and have its own little personality, yeah, during the 80s it was a big thing, you know. Yeah, good movie, good music at the time. I used to love that kind of music back then. And yeah, it leads me to the next question, favourite TV show? Well, here we go again.
I sang out of tune, would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Yeah. Oh baby, all I need is my brother. I say I'm gonna get high.
Sadly, there's not that much to say about Fred Savage these days, but during that time, that was a great show to watch as a kid or as an adult. During that time, I was right into 60s music and stuff like that, so seeing, you know, this show and seeing how it all was, how people lived back then and stuff like that, I didn't really get into I didn't understand all the deep plot of it all until I got older. But I'll still always remember that last episode, you know, which I won't give away the twist bad ending, but in here folks. Anyway, 80s cartoon. Well, boom.
Soaring high in the skies, he may be small but only in size. Astro Boy, he is brave and gentle and wise. Stronger than all the rest, this mighty robot will pass the test. Oh, let's hear him, so let's hear him, the amazing Astro Boy.
Now, I couldn't choose from just one 80s cartoon in this one. It's kind of a... on this one, you know, it's because when you're a kid, there was no such thing as a favourite cartoon. You loved all of them. So, you know, I also love this one. And, yeah. So, so brings us to video games of the 80s. Well, that's a tough one. See, because there were so many good ones. But it would probably have to be the very first Sega game I ever played. Funny enough. It was a game on the ColecoVision called Turbo. It used the expansion module number 2. ColecoVision fans out there would know exactly what I mean. And I would start a game at sometimes 9 o'clock in the morning and not stop until 12. Just sit there, accelerator on, full pelt, just dodging cars, you know, for 3 hours straight. I don't know what it was, just sucked me in. And it's always been a big fan of driving games ever since then too, so maybe that was the start of my driving game kind of kick. Toys that were around when I was when I was a kid in the 80s were around in the 70s and 90s as well, you know, it wasn't anything different, you know, there's a push bike, BMX bike and skateboards and, you know, tennis, climbing trees, beating each other up. Oh, actually, the favourite toy I had back in the 80s was the Jet Hopper. Bloody loved this. This was not like any other remote control car. I saw remote control cars. They never had the soul, the personality, and the spirit of this beautiful little remote control car. So, this brings me to the last question, but I would like to hear what my 5 people I'm going to be choosing, what their favourite 80s song is, okay? Maybe record, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I'll go with song. I mean, it's a lot easier. My personal favourite 80s song that I listen to still to this day a lot is
all my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat, I am complete. See the doorway, the 1,000 churches, the resolution of all the fruitless soldiers. Oh, I see the light and the heat.
So, the 5 people that I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose a few from the gaming community, and I'm going to choose a few outside the gaming community. And see how we go. Number 1 is Richard from ReviewTechUSA. Next is Dan from TheRealAbergon.
Agerbon.
Worth your wee points. AllBitGamers. Dudes, please. TheFatAussieBastard. Yeah, someone different outside of the gaming community. And JerryTerrifiing. He's already been tagged by someone else. I talked to him before. I usually talk to people before I nominate them on a tag video. And he's been tagged by someone else, but is happy to be tagged by me as well. And, you know, why not? I mean, why not? Alright, so, peace. I'm out of here.